Yeehaw! Welcome back. This week has been a very good week. So just the quick notes, this will be week 25, June 17th to June 21st. And you'll get to see how I passed the TopstepX Combine for the 50K account. It's been a very exciting week, and I'm very happy about how it turned out. As usual, we'll look at the trades it took for each day of this week. It'll just be Monday through Thursday, because I passed on Thursday. And then afterwards, we'll look at the account statistics for the whole experience that I had with the 50K account. And then I'll talk about the strategy that I was using to trade over the past 27 days I had the account open. Let's get into it. Alright, so here is Monday, June 17th. I started my session and I drew out 3 levels that I thought would be good to trade at. When price came up to this middle level I drew here, I thought it'd be a good place to go short because it was the top of this peak and it was pretty close to the top of this peak. And so I thought, hey, I think there's a pretty good chance it'll hit this level and drop down 10 points at least. So I had my limit order there, price hit it, but it kept going and hit my stop loss for 10 points. So since I had gone short with 2 contracts, I was done for the day because I had, well, I guess a little over 20 points of loss. Yeah, I remember. My stop loss and take profit weren't exactly where I had wanted them, so I started moving them, and then the price moved a little bit too fast for me to get it in the exact right spot. So yeah, that was Monday. Tuesday, the June 18th, I started my session and basically I saw I was at a level that I was interested in. So I entered right away. Normally I have my take profit set up for 20 points. I had set up everything after I messed up on Monday so I wouldn't have to change anything. But recently I had been kind of thinking about, letting winners run and that sort of thing. And so I adjusted it up to like 21 points, so it matched more with this peak here. But it didn't hit, and I was so sad. I was off by like a point or two, and it was extremely painful to see it go all the way up and go all the way down and hit my stop loss. Normally I would have ended trading for the day, but I just really felt like there was a big downwards trend so far for the day, and when I got hit for my stop loss, I figured price was going to keep going down, and so I entered short this time after a little bit of a pullback here, and I went for 20 points and I just left it. And boy, I am glad I did, because it hit my take profit and went over by like a tick, literally like a tick, and it reversed, and so I would have been stopped out if I didn't stick with 20 points. So I was pretty happy about that. It covered my previous loss and then some, put me up for the day. June 19th, I didn't trade at all. It was just a holiday. And then June 20th. So I started my session, I drew out a level, and I thought, hey, there's a pretty big uptrend here. I think I could get 10 points off of this. So pretty soon after starting my session, I entered long with 2 points, and it hit my take profit, which was 10 points away. It was pretty close. Price went up a tick or two and then went all the way down to here. I think that would have stopped me out. But because of that trade, let me zoom over here, it put me over the what do you call it? The profit target. That's right. The profit target for the Combine account. So I got my $3,000 of profit here. And the account closed because I passed. So I'll take a look at the account and we'll go over the stats for my whole experience here. Okay, right. So let's see. So it looks like my best day was $814. My worst day was nearly the same. The average winning day was $366, and the average losing day was $396. So that's something that I'm like, just slightly disappointed in. I'd rather have a bigger average winning day than or an average loser day. But I guess I have more winning days that so it offsets. So we'll look at the all-time account balance. Started over here, ended here. Took me 27 days to complete this combine. Started on May 10th. And you can see it's mostly a pretty good upwards trend. And then around here just had just a little bit of a losing streak, so I was kind of at break even around here. And then I finally was able to kind of break out again and hit the profit target. You'll notice that I never hit the minimum or the maximum daily loss limit, which is pretty nice. One thing I do need to mention is I totally forgot about how the maximum loss limit will max out at 50,000, or your starting amount, after you get it over about 2,000 from your starting amount. So that really threw me off when I was around here on these couple days. I was wondering why my daily loss limit wasn't changing and why it was stuck at 50,000. So I looked up the FAQ and I realized what was going on. Alright, we'll look at the overview for all of the trades. So I guess this is where I'm a little bit confused, why this is different than what we saw at the top. So here it says the average winning trade was about 300 bucks. The average losing trade is about 200 bucks. And I win 59% of the time. So altogether I come out with a 1.51 reward to risk ratio, which I think is pretty good. It works out for me. Yeah, so I'd say all in all, my experience with the Combine was pretty good. The only issues I had, I think, were with the TopstepX platform itself. There are a few, I don't know, like bugs and like quality of life things that I'd like to see in there. Like for example, they finally added executions to the chart, so you can see your entry and your exit on the chart. But it's not implemented in the best way, I think. It's just, let me see if I can actually show it here. Yeah, it's just like a little line here that shows the candle that you entered on and then the price. And then your exit is just another arrow pointing at the other candle where you exit, basically. I think it's because I come from Tradeovate, and so you see a much clearer entry and exit. They'll have a little triangle like at the price that you entered, and then another triangle at the price you exited, and then a line between them. So it's really easy to see where you entered, where you exited, and you can really like compare the price movement in between. And then as far as bugs go, I already reported this bug and I mentioned it in a previous video, but for whatever reason, all of the Friday trades don't show up in the trade performance tab. I wish I could log into my account and show you, but since I passed it, it's closed and I can't get into it anymore to show you. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, just like I said before, altogether I was pretty happy with my experience. I'm pretty happy with my performance, most of all. Really happy to pass this. So I will be keeping the same strategy that I've been trading. And just really quickly, I will go over my strategy real quick. So I really wanted to be a mechanical trader. I really wanted to have some set of indicators that say enter here and exit here, and mix it together with a like a take profit and stop loss, so I could basically do the same thing every time and see how well that did. And so I did a lot of testing with that, And I found that it it's I mean, it's not as good as I hoped it would be. I think my best mechanical strategy comes out to like 5 points a day, which I mean, I guess isn't bad. But that was the strategy that I was trading on my live account a while ago, and I guess just with that strategy, it's got a little bit of bad luck because it happened to me. I got 8 losses in a row, basically set me back to break even, which was really disappointing. Um, and so that kind of directed me to trading more with price action and a little more dynamically. So here's how I trade. I'll start my session and I'll draw levels at peaks that I think are important. I'm kind of looking for kind of a sharp peak with either like with bounces off of it or just kind of a just straight jutting out. And so I probably would have drawn one here too, um, but I didn't because the price looked like it was going up. So like yeah, for this example here, I drew a level here because it looked like price was going to bounce off it again because it did here and it kind of did here. So I figured right around here is where I'd try to place a limit order. Um, I was also thinking I might draw a line here too. I did here for sure because it's a really obvious one. And then just like here, I drew a level here from here all the way down because it seemed like price was kind of getting close to it and bouncing off. And I thought it would bounce off here, and it did. I just changed my take profit, so it was just barely out of reach. I drew another line up here that you can't see because I zoomed into the chart. And then sometimes I do like a trend line sort of thing. I usually don't because I feel like it's not very reliable. But I mean, I guess that's where kind of the price action comes in and a little bit of intuition. If you see price kind of going up like that, your reaction is to just go along and go along with the ride. So that's what I did here. That's pretty much it. I guess I'll also add for usually what I try to aim for is a maximum of 20 points lost for the day. So whatever combination of trades that I have equaling to a loss of 20 points or 400 bucks will mean that I'm done for the day. And then I usually shoot for 10 points. So if I have a single trade, I lock in 20 points with 2 contracts, then I'm done for the day as well. So $400 in profit. My thinking is that it's much easier to find a high probability 10-point trade than it is to find a 20-point trade. So I feel like I'm just more likely to hit those 10-pointers and have a higher win rate and just really add up the wins through that method. And so that's the method, that's the strategy I'll take with me to the Express funded account. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.